Hi, it's Erica Gellerman of theworthproject.co. At The Worth Project, you'll find simple personal finance information to make money work for you so you can live more of the life that you want right now. So I'm currently 38 weeks pregnant with our first child, and we just opened a 529. So what better time to make a video walking through all the questions I had and answer all the questions I've received from other people. In this video, I'm going to share with you the basics of what a 529 is, the benefits of a 529, what you should look for when picking one, and how much to save. Okay, so let's dive in. What is a 529 plan? A 529 is an investment account designed to help families pay for college education. Two things to know. One, starting this year, you can use it to pay for elementary and high school costs. And two, some states also have prepaid tuition plans. To keep it simple for this video, I'm only going to talk about 529 college savings plans because they're probably still the most popular option for most families. So the 529 plan is an investment account that you would open to help save for future education expenses. This can include tuition, fees, and qualified living expenses. What's the benefit of a 529? The money you invest in a 529 grows tax-free. So if you contribute $10,000 to the plan and let's say it grows to $15,000, you would be able to take those earnings and use them without being taxed. If on the other hand, you just had this money sitting in a normal investment account, you'd have to pay taxes on that $5,000 that you earned on the investments. So these accounts are a great way to be able to maximize every single dollar that you're putting towards education, which is important. Do I need to pick a 529 from my state? So each state has their own 529 program, and some states have better plans than others. You do not have to invest in a 529 plan from your state, and your child is not required to go to college in the state that you have the 529 in. So if you invest in a 529 from California and your child wants to go to school at Duke in North Carolina, you can still use the money from the California plan to pay for their tuition at Duke. However, some states do offer benefits for investing in your home state. For example, if you live in New York and contribute to a New York 529, $5,000 of your contribution can be deducted on your state income tax return each year. And if you're married and filing jointly, you can deduct $10,000 of your contributions. That's why, for a lot of people, their home state is the first place they look. For us, our home state is California, and it doesn't offer a state tax deduction for 529 contributions. So this made us feel better about picking a 529 from a different state that was just a better match for what we needed. What should I look for when picking a 529? Aside from looking at what tax benefits you might get from your home state, you should also check out the performance of the 529. So how the investments have actually performed historically. And you should check out the fees. These fees are how much you're charged for the investment. These fees can range from less than 0.1% to over a percentage. So while 1% might not seem like a lot, it can really make a difference over 18 years. So there are two great places to look at 529 plan rankings, savingforcollege.com and Morningstar. Both of these sites rank 529 plans and give you an overview of their performance, fees, and other benefits of the different state plans. How is the money invested? So it depends on how much risk you want to take with the investment and how old your child is. The money that you put in will usually be invested in a mutual fund or an exchange traded fund or an ETF. So when I set ours up, I opted for an age-based approach. For the years where college is in the very distant future, that money will go into a stock fund that's a little bit riskier. As our child gets older and gets closer to college, the money we contribute will go into safer bond funds. Our plan does this automatically for us as our child gets older. It's important to remember that a 529 is still an investment account, and just like any other investment, it can lose money. So what can the money be used for? The money can be used for qualified education expenses. So I know that's a little cryptic. So what are these education expenses? They are tuition, fees, room, and board. But what happens if your child lives off campus and you're not paying room and board to the university? So it's a little bit trickier. Their living expenses still qualify as long as they don't exceed the living expenses that the university publishes in their cost of attendance. So if the university publishes that room and board will be $10,000 a year, $10,000 from your 529 can be used for room and board. What happens if my child doesn't go to college? So there's a chance that your child might not go to college or that they might get a scholarship and hey, won't need the money in the 529. So what happens to it then? You can always transfer the money to another beneficiary in your family. If you have another kid, it can go to them, or if you can decide you want to go back to school, you can use that money for yourself. If you have a niece that you're really, really fond of, you can transfer the money to her. You have options. If you don't have any other beneficiaries to transfer it to, you can still withdraw the money, but there are two catches. One, you'll have to pay taxes on the money the investment has earned. So remember, key benefit of the 529 is you don't pay taxes on the earnings. And the second catch is you'll have to pay a penalty fee of 10%. That's why it's good to make sure you're not overfunding the account. And that brings us to, how much do I save? So this is a hard question and completely dependent on your financial situation and your preferences. While you may want to save for your child to go to an Ivy League college, if that's going to interfere with your own retirement savings, that's probably not the best idea. You may also not want to save for 100% of your child's college expenses if you feel like they should have to contribute in some way as well. So there are personal preferences that go into how much you should decide to save. The other factor is trying to determine just how much college is going to cost in the future. College costs are rising rapidly, and while I hope there's an end to that in sight, it makes it a little difficult to predict what it's going to cost in the future. There are a lot of great tools and calculators out there to help you figure out how much you should be putting away. SavingForCollege.com has a really easy to use calculator that can help get you started. And if you use Personal Capital, they also have an education savings calculator. I use Personal Capital. I really like their calculator, and it's helped me to see if I'm on or off track with the savings. If you do use Personal Capital or are interested in using them, I have a tutorial video as well as a handy guide to help walk you through getting it set up and using the education tool. You can find that linked in the description box below. So there you have it, the basics of a 529 plan in just a few minutes. Remember, if you are interested in seeing how to use the Personal Capital tool to help you figure out how much you should be saving for college and to help you stay on track, you can click the link in the description box below for my Personal Capital video and tutorial and easy setup guide. If you want to save for college, but man, you've got to get you some money things figured out first, you can download my 9 simple solutions to put you in control of your cash. These are 9 simple changes you can make to your money today that will help boost your bottom line. This includes the number 1 habit that has helped my husband and I double our savings rate without feeling deprived. And these tactics have helped us get on the right track and start saving for college early. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And remember, this channel is all about helping you make the smartest moves with your money so you can live a life you truly enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.